You've probably seen them in your garden or local park. Tiny prickly balls of fluff rustling slowly through the leaves, looking so harmless. But did you know that in some countries, hedgehog populations have declined by 50%, and in some regions, 75%, in just the last 20 years? We've gotten used to thinking of them as garden guests, almost like little pets. But the truth is, without meaning to, we've turned their habitat into a deadly trap of concrete fences, nighttime lawnmower blades, and poisoned food. Today, I'm going to tell the survival story of creatures who can't ask for help. Why are hedgehogs disappearing right under our noses? And how can you, just by living in your own home, be part of the problem, or instead, part of the solution? Let's start at the very beginning. What hedgehogs really are, and why they deserve our attention far more than those cute internet pictures. The secret life and superpowers. Forget the little critter with an apple on its spines from Disney cartoons. A real hedgehog is a nocturnal predator with incredible superpowers. Just imagine, it weighs only 600 grams, about 1.3 pounds, a little more than a stick of butter. Yet it can survive stresses that would kill a human. Let's start with their main weapon, the spines. An adult hedgehog has between 5,000 and 7,000 spines. Each spine is a hollow tube of keratin that muscles can raise and lower. When the hedgehog is calm, the spines lie flat along its body. But the moment danger appears, a special circular muscle contracts, and the hedgehog turns into a spiky ball that neither a dog nor a fox can get its mouth around. Interestingly, spines are replaced about once every year and a half. Old ones fall out, new ones grow in, just like human hair. But spines aren't just for defense. They're also a sensory system. At the tip of each spine, there are microscopic sensitive receptors. A hedgehog can feel air vibrations and touch even through its own armor. If you quietly approach a sleeping hedgehog, it will sense you from several feet away, through its spines. It's like a built-in early warning system. Now, about food. Hedgehogs are insectivores, but they actually eat almost anything that moves. Their main menu: ground beetles, June bugs, caterpillars, woodlice, centipedes. But their real passion is slugs and snails. One hedgehog can eat up to 30 grams, about 1 ounce, of slugs in a single night. Over a season, that's more than 2 kilograms, 4.4 pounds, of pests. That's roughly 1,500 slugs. No chemical pesticide can give you that result without harming the soil. That's why gardeners around the world call hedgehogs biological pest control. And that's not all. Hedgehogs will eat carrion, sometimes raid mouse or vole nests, eat frogs, or even venomous snakes. Yes, you heard that right. Hedgehogs are one of the few mammals that have partial immunity to snake venom. If a viper bites a hedgehog, it will get sick and swell up, but with about 80% probability, it will survive. And the hedgehog, in return, will simply bite through the snake's spine. Pretty brutal, right? Another fact that will surprise you: hedgehogs are excellent swimmers. They can cross a small pond or stream, paddling with their legs like tiny oars, with their spines acting as floaties. They don't love swimming for long, though. They can also run at speeds up to 3 kilometers per hour. That's almost 2 miles per hour. For such short legs, that's surprisingly fast. In one night, a hedgehog can travel up to 2 kilometers, 1.2 miles, searching for food. Their eyesight, on the other hand, is poor. They see the world blurry, like a person with bad nearsightedness without glasses. But their hearing and sense of smell are amazing. A hedgehog can sniff out a worm 3 centimeters, about an inch, underground. And if you put a bowl of cat food 100 meters, 330 feet away, it will catch the scent and come. A hedgehog's nose twitches constantly. That's it gathering information from the air. Basically, a hedgehog is a nose with legs and spines. Question for you. Did you know that hedgehogs can swim and aren't afraid of snakes? Which fact surprised you the most? Drop it in the comments. Let's make a top list of the most unexpected hedgehog superpowers. And now for the biggest secret that encyclopedias don't talk about. Hedgehogs are loners. Just imagine. A male and a female meet for literally one night to mate, and after that the male leaves and never takes part in raising the young. The female is on her own. Pregnancy lasts 30 to 35 days. One litter has between 2 and 7 babies. They are born blind, deaf, and completely without spines. Naked, pink, the size of a thimble. The spines start to come through about 6 hours after birth. First soft, white, like bristles. And it's a very painful process for the baby. After 2 weeks, the spines darken and harden. Baby hedgehogs grow fast. At 3 weeks, they try to follow their mother. At 1 month, they fully switch to independent feeding. At 45 days, they leave the nest. Sexual maturity comes at 1 year, but the lifespan of a hedgehog in the wild is surprisingly short, only 2 to 3 years. In captivity under human protection, they can live up to 8 years. Why the difference? Because in the wild, every single day is a fight for survival. Invisible threats. We've built a world that seems convenient and safe to us. But for a hedgehog, this world is like a war zone. Let's go through the main threats. Some of them you don't even notice, yet they kill thousands of hedgehogs every year. Threat number 1: fences and habitat fragmentation. In the past, gardens and fields were connected by hedgerows, ditches, paths. A hedgehog could travel several miles in a night, from one area to another. But modern people love concrete and digging things in. Solid concrete footings for fences, chain-link fences buried into the ground, concrete slabs without gaps. To a hedgehog, that's a wall as tall as a skyscraper. They can't jump, and they can't squeeze under a fence unless there's a gap of at least 13 centimeters. That's about 5 inches. Question for you. Does your property have a fence with a concrete footing or buried wire mesh? Is there even a tiny gap at the bottom? Go check and write in the comments what you found. Threat number 2: cars. This is probably the most obvious killer, but the numbers are still shocking. In the UK, they've estimated that between 150,000 and 300,000 hedgehogs die on roads every year. In Germany, up to 500,000. Why do hedgehogs get hit so often? It's simple. When a hedgehog sees danger, its instinct says, curl into a ball. That trick worked against foxes and badgers. Against a car, it's fatal. Instead of running away, the hedgehog stops and curls up. The wheel just rolls right over the spiky ball. If you've ever seen a squashed hedgehog on the road, remember, it wasn't trying to kill itself. Its own defense instinct killed it. Threat number 3: chemicals. pesticides, herbicides, slug pellets. This is a quiet, slow, agonizing death. Imagine, you put out slug pellets in your garden. A slug eats a poisonous pellet but doesn't die right away. A hedgehog finds that slug, eats it, and gets a lethal dose of neurotoxin. It doesn't drop dead instantly. First it loses coordination, then its legs fail, then it convulses and dies within 24 hours. And this happens hundreds of times every summer. Threat number 4, robotic lawnmowers. This is a recent issue that has animal rescuers across Europe shouting. Autonomous mowers are programmed to cut grass at any time of day. Many owners run them at night to keep them out of the way during the day. But night is exactly when hedgehogs come out to feed. A hedgehog has no instinct to run away from a quietly whirring machine. It curls into a ball. The mower blades spin at a height of 2 to 3 centimeters, about 1 inch. That's enough to slice off a strip of spines and skin from the hedgehog's back, maim its legs, cut off ears. If you use a robotic mower, please run it only during daylight hours when hedgehogs are sleeping. And always walk the lawn with a regular trimmer, or poke at the grass with your foot first. Remember, for a hedgehog, meeting a robotic mower is like meeting a circular saw. Human factor and myths. The most dangerous predator for a hedgehog is not a badger or a car. The most dangerous predator is a well-meaning human with a saucer of milk. Myth 1. The hedgehog wants some milk. This is a deadly myth. Hedgehogs are lactose intolerant, just like nearly 70% of people in Asia and Africa. An adult hedgehog's gut does not have the enzyme lactase, which breaks down milk sugar. When a hedgehog drinks milk, it starts fermenting in the intestine. The belly bloats. Severe diarrhea begins. Dehydration follows. A tiny hedgehog weighing 300 grams, about 11 ounces, loses fluid so fast that it dies within 12 to 24 hours. If you give a hedgehog milk, you are essentially giving it a slow poison. What if you've already been feeding them? Stop immediately and put out a bowl of clean water. The best food for a hedgehog is a piece of boiled chicken or turkey with no salt, or high-quality dry cat food, without fish, artificial colors, or sugar. Raw quail egg is okay too. But the best thing is to let the hedgehog find its own worms and slugs. Don't make it dependent on your kindness. Question: have you ever given a hedgehog milk, thinking it was the right thing to do? Don't be shy. We're busting myths without judgment in the comments. How to save a hedgehog. Concrete actions. Now the most important part. You can change things right now. Here are 7 specific steps that will help hedgehogs survive. Each step takes about 10 minutes and costs nothing. Step 1. Make a hedgehog highway. Take a saw or an angle grinder. Find the lowest point of your fence. Cut out a square hole about 5 inches by 5 inches, 13 by 13 centimeters. 5 inches is the magic number. Smaller than that, the hedgehog can't get through. Larger, a cat or small dog might get through, but that usually doesn't happen. Make this hole in the back of the garden, in a gate, or in a fence panel. If you have chain link, just bend or snip out a few cells. Connect your garden to your neighbors. Now the hedgehog can travel, mate, and search for food over twice the area. In the UK, millions of people have already made hedgehog highways. Let's catch up. Step 2. Leave a wild corner. You don't need to mow every square inch. Set aside a 2 by 2 meter section, about 6 by 6 feet, of your garden. Do absolutely nothing there all year. Let nettles, burdocks, and weeds grow. Toss old branches, dry leaves, and grass clippings onto it. This will be a hedgehog hotel. They will build a hibernation nest there. In spring, don't clean up the debris until the end of April, after the last hedgehogs wake up. Step 3. Check the grass before mowing. The tragedy with a lawnmower happens in a second. Make a ritual. Before starting the mower or trimmer, take a long stick and poke it into tall grass. Walk around, stomp your feet. The hedgehog will leave or snort. If you find a nest with babies, mow around it. Wait a month until the little ones have left. And never mow at dusk. Step 4. Say no to chemicals. Stop using slug pellets. It's a barbaric method. There are safe alternatives. Beer traps. Pour beer into a lid. Slugs are attracted to the smell. Copper tape, wood ashes. It's safer to leave 10 slugs than to kill one hedgehog. Replace pesticides with soapy water or hand-picking pests. Your chemicals don't just kill pests. They kill the entire food chain. Step 5. Put out water. In hot weather, place a wide, shallow bowl of water on the ground. Change it every day. Do not give milk or bread. Bread swells in the hedgehog's stomach and causes blockage. Water. And that's all. Step 6. Make a ramp for ponds or pools. If you have a water feature with steep concrete sides, a hedgehog may fall in and not get out. Put a plank, a brick, or a heavy branch. A bridge for it to climb out. Hedgehogs can swim, but not forever. They tire after about 10 minutes. Help them get out. Step 7. What to do with an injured hedgehog. If you find a hedgehog during the day, lethargic, bleeding, with flies around, missing spines, or with bite marks, don't leave it to die. Put on thick gloves. Spines can be dirty, risk of infection. Take a cardboard box. Line the bottom with an old t-shirt or a towel. Not terry cloth. The hedgehog's claws will get tangled. Put the hedgehog inside. Give a small bowl of water. Feed a piece of boiled chicken or plain cat pâté. No salt. Call your nearest wildlife rehabilitation center or a vet who treats hedgehogs. Question: do you know your nearest hedgehog rescue center or a vet that takes wild animals? Type your city. Maybe someone in the comments will have contact info. Conclusion: saving endangered species doesn't start in the Amazon jungle or the African savanna. It starts in your own garden, on your patio, next to your apartment building, in the park beside your office. Every tiny hole in a fence is a chance at life for an entire hedgehog family. Every bowl of water is thirst quenched. Every unmown strip of grass is a safe refuge. Hedgehogs can't cry for help. They silently curl into balls and die from milk, wheels, poison, and kind but uneducated people. You now know the truth, and you can act. Share this video. Don't be lazy. Send it to your neighbors, gardening groups, parent chats. Let the myths about milk and apples disappear forever. Tell just one person about the 5x5-inch hedgehog highway, and you will double your help. Together, we can change history for a species that has lived alongside humans for thousands of years, but now finds itself on the brink of extinction. Right now, in the era of our concrete fences and robot lawnmowers. Thank you for watching to the end. If you've done even one of these 7 steps, you are a hero. Write in the comments what you did. Let's make a map of good deeds. And I'll tell you just one thing. Every hedgehog you save means grateful snuffling under your windows next spring. It won't say thank you, but its survival is the best